Hi Pisces, let's see what's going on with your love life for the rest of February. All right, we're going to get you some oracles and maybe some charms, jump into the tarot and get some advice. So tell me a love story about Pisces for the remainder of February going into March. Thank you. All right, you got wander, travel, hike. Where are you going, Pisces? All right. At the same time. Ooh, I wonder if you're going to meet someone while you're traveling. Or you did. Let's see. Give me one more. Village. Weird. Okay, wander, travel, hike at the same time, and village. So, I'm getting something about, like, it's possible there's somebody that you knew from, like, the town you grew up, like maybe you went to high school with them or something like that, but somebody you knew from a while ago, and maybe you hadn't seen them in like decades or like just years or whatever, and you might see them like randomly like out of the country or just like on some kind of road trip, but like somewhere where you would never, like not the place where you met this person. So if you grew up with them, like you might see them in like Italy or something, like backpacking in Italy, I don't know. So that's exciting. Let's see if you get some travel cards and stuff coming out. But let's get a few charms and see if we can figure out who this might be. Alright, and see what's going on in the background. Tell me a little bit more about Pisces love life for the end of February. Alright. Okay, we got a little croc thing here, so, yeah, that's like walking, so clearly you're going somewhere. This might be someone who's older than you, someone who you consider a friend, so this might be someone who you've always thought of as a friend, maybe. There might be a water sign, could be a Leo. Yeah, I think that you might see this person. Oh, I think you have kept in touch like over the years though, like back and forth. It's got this little seashell and it's making me think of like, you know, when you listen to the ocean or whatever. So I feel like there's been some kind of communication. Let's see, anything else? Something about fossils, like maybe somebody's like a, somebody is like an archaeologist, or they just like work in like excavation of some sort. I don't know, I just heard like burial plots, like maybe they work for like I forget what they're called, but like a funeral home place, cemetery, I guess. I don't know, I get that this person might have like a really interesting job though, like maybe their job even like they have to travel for it, maybe they're like a famous archaeologist and they have to travel all around the world and find dinosaur bones. I don't know. So like take it, you know, how it, you know, fits for you. I don't know. Let's see some more. So let's jump into the tarot and see what's going on. What do I want to use? No, this one. All right. I already shuffled a little bit, but I'm going to shuffle some more for you. Let's see what's going on with Pisces in their love life for the rest of February. Who is the person on their mind? Who's this reading about or involve? Tell me about this person. So this is going to be a little bit about the person that we're talking about here. Page of Wands. This might be someone who always has good news. Like usually they contact you when they have really good news or something. They're also like really sociable. They like to make a good impression. They're kind of a flirt, but they come off as a friend, I think. That's like how they lead, you know? So they don't like come in like, hey, you know? So they're like probably pretty friendly, I would say. That would be a good way to describe them. Tell me a little more. They might even have a child. A fire sign child. Let's see. This is somebody who stays up late at night too. Like they're kind of, or maybe they just don't get a lot of sleep. Ooh, you got 4. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you got the Sun card, the Death card. Wow, this is somebody who's gone through like a big transformation recently, like a spiritual, like they might have went through like a dark night of the soul or something, or had like a spiritual awakening recently. If not that, like this is still corresponding to this like not getting much sleep thing. I think this is someone who might have like a really bad like case of insomnia, or they're always available like day or night. And then you got the King of Pentacles, so it could be an earth sign. So we have Leo, Scorpio, maybe a fire sign, and King of Pentacles, which is usually Taurus, but I would say, you know, any earth sign, masculine energy. All right. Let's see. How's this person? I'm going to ask some specific questions today. I've been kind of like freestyling them, but we're just going to... Oh, okay. Maybe it wants me to freestyle. Yeah. 8 of Cups flew out. So that's telling me like maybe this person had to leave for some reason, or they... Oh, you know what I'm getting? I think that this person might like be getting tired of traveling a little bit. Like maybe they're getting like to the place in their life where they want to kind of like be somewhere more often, or kind of like put down roots, something like that. But let's see, how does this person currently feel about Pisces? The Moon. Okay. They might think you're hiding something. They might think you're mentally ill. Just being honest. Nothing wrong with that. We all have our problems, right? Okay. Now we have the King of Swords. Oh, this is how they feel about you. Let's see. So this is someone who feels like they have to approach you in like a very logical way. Like if they come at you too emotionally, which is really strange because if you're a Pisces, you know, you're usually like very like open to like emotions. So this might be like a total like miscalculation on their part. But I think that they feel like, okay, I think that this is someone, okay, they feel like in the past they may have like hidden something from you, or kept in the past they did not make the best impression. And so I think that now they're a little bit guarded about being like overly emotional, so they feel like they have to like come at you like the 6 of Wands here, like look at the new me, like, because if they did go through this like transformation up here, you know, maybe like certain life experiences can launch us into like you know, like a spiritual awakening, like bad experiences, good experience, lots of things can, you know, like kick that off sort of. So yeah, I think that they feel like you probably remember them the way that they were, which was kind of like shady is the word that's coming to mind. And so they feel like they want to come in and like make a better impression on you, or they feel like they need your approval. They feel like they need your attention in some way. Let's see. All right. Show me Pisces in this. Like, how's Pisces showing up in this connection? Okay. Well, Pisces, you got 7 of Swords and 4 of Cups, so could have a moon in Aquarius, or they could. Maybe some Cancer placements. But, okay, so basically you are, oh, let me get one, no. Okay, so basically you are, you remember them as like a shady character. Like the 7 of Swords is someone who, they lie, they steal, they cheat sometimes, you know, or they can just be like very analytical. But I think like considering the context, you might not have the best impression of them. And so that's caused you to, like not be that interested. Like basically maybe they try to get in touch with you. Maybe they, you know, have tried to keep in touch over the years or something. But the fact that they've like kind of left this bad impression on you, it's just kind of the interest is lost. Yeah, look at the 3 of Swords on the bottom. So they might have done something that really hurt you. Tell me just a little bit more, like where you are here. Oh, the Nine of Swords. Okay, yeah, they put you in a serious place. So you might have been like losing sleep, freaking out. Like they may have. I'm getting something about like they had a way with words where they could twist something to where you would feel like guilty about something, when really it was like. Of course, keep in mind, everybody who's watching, you can switch these roles, so you could be the jerk here. Just put yourself where you fit, you know. Um, but anyway, like, yeah. So you did not have fun in this relationship, like at all. And I'm sorry about that. I am. Um, it's just so obvious. It's kind of funny because it's like, wow, like you're like, nope, definitely do not want to go back to the Nine of Swords. I definitely don't want to be up all night, like wondering where they are, what they're you know, like. But anyway, they might have switched things around to where it seemed like, you know, if they hurt you or if they did something, and you know, you spoke up against it or you stood up for yourself, um, you know, they would make you feel like you were the one who was causing the problem when really you were just trying to like speak up against something that they originally did. So being upset with them at something they did made them angry with you. And, you know, that might be something that they've grown out of. I'm not promising anything, but it does look like there has been a significant change. Actually, let's ask, what's the biggest change that this person's undergone? Like, what's different about them now? Oh, well, they've learned something. So they have the Eight of Pentacles here. So apparently they've, like, looks like maybe they've, okay, here's a couple things. They could have, and this is probably for just, like, one or two people, but they could have, like, went to a tarot reader or, like, someone like that, some kind of spiritual advisor who, like, told them some things that might have, like, opened up their mind to changing. But for most of you, what this is going to be is just someone who's, like, learned a lot through experience, like doing things over and over. Like this could be someone who like the universe like has decided that they haven't been learning their lessons, or they keep repeating the same mistakes, so they keep putting them through the same thing over and over and over until they learn the lesson. So maybe they finally learned the lesson. We'll see. I don't know. Tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles and how they've changed. Six of Swords. Yeah, they've definitely gotten calmer. They've detached from like really like if they were holding grudges in the past, or if they, you know, were unable to accept responsibility, it looks like they're moving to a place where they're detaching from their ego to some degree. At least enough to where that they can like accept responsibility for their part in things. What caused this change? Ooh, Ten of Swords. I don't know, something happened like Ten of Swords, a lot of times that can be like betrayal, someone stabbing you in the back, like maybe like what was done to them started happening, or what they did to others started happening to them. And so, you know, sometimes it takes like something happening to us, like experiencing it ourselves, before we can really truly have empathy for others who are going through the same thing. So maybe if the things they did to you, someone did to them, you know, maybe they're starting to like put themselves in your shoes, in the sense that they're like being like, oh my gosh, like coming to a realization about like maybe how they treated you, or, you know, and why there's been this big separation, this like distance apparently. All right, so how does Pisces feel about this person right now? I could probably guess, but we'll see. How does Pisces feel about this person right now? Thank you. Oh, you were extremely guarded. That's actually, I was thinking about that card. Yeah, you're very guarded and defensive. Like, it's almost like, I kind of get the sense that, like, you might have even, like, blocked their communication. Like, you've just kind of, like, written it off. Like, it looks like you've moved on here. So, yeah, Four of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, you've like sealed yourself up hermetically from this person. Like, you like built four walls around you and nobody's getting through that shit, right? I don't blame you, you know, this looks like it was probably pretty traumatic considering like how much they've had to change. Okay, so considering that you basically do not trust this person, you kind of like feel like maybe you've like left this behind or something, and they're over here like looking like they've undergone some sort of like transformation, and you know, they're wanting to come back and show you like a better perspective of themselves. or a better version of themselves, and their new and improved glown up selves, glowed up. So considering all of that, how is this going to transpire? Like, what happens next between these two? I mean, you could just ignore them, or something might happen. So let's see. What's going to happen between these two this week, if anything? What's going to happen between these two this week? Thank you. Okay, 10 of Wands. For some reason, I'm getting like, you might be in a place right now in your life where you have too many responsibilities and things you have to take care of. You know, maybe you've moved on. Maybe you have a family to take care of. Maybe you have a home, a job, a career, all these things. Or just, you know, anything that's overwhelming to you. Like, you just might feel like you can't take on this burden. Like, you can't risk it, like, repeating. Because maybe it was something that set you back in the past. Tell me a little bit more. What's going to happen between these two? Thank you. Yeah, 5 of Cups. Like, you're still sad about this. Which is making me think, like, for some reason, I get a feeling of, like, resolution. Like, you might not be going back to this person. You might not be able to trust them again. But I think that you're going to, this looks to me like you're going to, like, kind of accept this burden in the sense that, like, you will give them the time of day to, like, talk and say their piece and maybe apologize to you. Just to get yourself out of this 5 of Cups about it, like, to finally let it go. Maybe this is something that you need to release so that you can move on. Not feel burdened by it. Let's see. And the 5 of Wands. Yeah, you're kind of, like, blocking, interfering, any sort of, like, real comeback here. Like, there's, like, literally nothing, nothing on your side that's saying, like, you want to be involved with this again. It does kind of imply that they're going to put the work in, because they are. I mean, if we look at this spread right here from their perspective, like, they want to put the work in. They want to fight for this because they're sad too, but, you know, it's just not matching up here. So, is there any, like, final resolution? Like, how is this person going to feel at the end of this exchange? So basically, I think you're going to get communication, especially because the Page of Wands was the first card that came out, which is about, like, getting messages, receiving good news, things like that. I think they're going to, like, you're definitely going to get communication this week, I believe. Whether you answer or know about it, or, I mean, if they're blocked or something, I'm not sure. But I don't think you're very receptive at this point. Is there anything else that's going to happen here? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're just kind of, like, focusing on your home life and, like, whatever you've built, like, whatever kind of stability you've maintained, like, after the fact, you know? Maybe this is something that, like, for the most part, you've moved past. Although I'm sure it would be really nice to hear an apology or, like, an explanation or something, which is what they're coming in to do, I think. If they aren't able to, like, impress you with their new developments. Sorry, more about the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, the Emperor. I think that you already have somebody new and you have no intention on ruining that. Or you have someone in mind, or you have, like, an idea of what you want. And I think that you are pretty sure that this person doesn't fit those qualities, right? Good for you. And the Tower. Yeah, so this is going to be a big shock for this person, because maybe in the past they were able to come in and, you know, sweet talk you and say all the right things and wink at you. But yeah, it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna work this time. What's the Tower? What's the Tower? What is the Tower? The King of Cups. Yeah, so again, this could be, you do have, okay, so we'll go through the signs here, because I think this King of Cups, oh, and you have the King of Wands. You might just be getting lots of offers, and, like, this person's just coming in too late. Like, if you don't already have someone in mind, or if you're not in a relationship, a new relationship, you just have multiple options, it looks like, and they might seem, like, safer or better or whatever than this person. Because it looks like all of your emotions for this person have turned into, like, kind of, like, a block, like, you, I mean, all this card spread, like, you want nothing to do with it, like, it looks like. Is there anything else we need to, or actually, let me get you some advice, and we'll wrap this up. What does Pisces need to do about this or know about this? Let's get some advice. Actually, let me shuffle these one time. And I think this is a good story about you learning a lesson early on and them taking too long to learn the lessons, and the timing's just not right anymore. You're in a different place. You're not the same anymore. What do we get the flipped? There are no mistakes. These cards are funny. Mistakes is spelled wrong, so it's supposed to be, but there are no mistakes. Yeah, so this happened for a reason. Like, this was probably a lesson for both of you, and it just kind of like resonated for you earlier on than them. And so, you know, at that point, your timelines were not lining up. What's on the bottom? The one mind is rootless and foundationless mind. Yeah, so whatever you've made up your mind about, I think you're going to stick to it. It's just how you feel about the situation. So yeah, this is what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that was helpful. And I hope to see you back in a week or so. Mwah.